God lives on. One more time. God lives on. Yeah. All right. Proverbs 3:1-6. We all know Proverbs 3:5-6, which says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths, or make your paths straight." But if you back up just a few more verses before that, starting with verse 1. "My son, my daughter, do not forget my teachings," but God lives on. "Keep my commands in your hearts, for they will what? Prolong your life many years and bring you prosperity. Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will win favor and a good name in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths." Father, we confess that we don't trust in You with all our heart. We confess that even many times this last week, we've leaned upon our own understanding. Lord, there have been times that we have not followed Your ways. There's times that we let our attitudes get the best of us. There's times that we were not filled with joy and love and peace and faithfulness and goodness and kindness, but Lord, we were filled with flesh. We were angry. We were frustrated. We were discouraged. And Lord, we weren't prospering. We weren't filled with You. We had too much of ourselves in there. And Lord, we acknowledge today that we don't want to live like that. We want to be people who love You with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength. Love our neighbor as ourselves. We want to be filled with You. We want to have more of You in us. We want to think like You. We want to have Your ways. So, Father, forgive us. Renew us. Restore us. Because at the end of the day, whatever life brings our way, we know that You live. That You live. And because You live and the resurrection, we can face whatever comes our way. We need that resurrecting power in our lives. God, death is all around us. We hear it on the news. We see it in the stock market. Death is all around us. Fear is all around us. But Lord, we stand as Your bride. We stand as Your body. And we say, because You live, we can face tomorrow. God, help us be less focused on us and more focused on You. Help us have the cross front and center to the things that we do. In Your name we pray. Amen. Amen. You may be seated. This is the time in our service.
I will bless the Lord at all times. God's praises shall continually be in my mouth. My soul will make a boast unto the Lord. The humble shall hear and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me. Oh, magnify the Lord with me. Oh, magnify the Lord with me. And let us exalt his name together. For this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in this day. For this is the day that we've never seen before. Full of new hope and full of new possibility. This is the day that God has signed our name in the book of life and say, continue on, my sons, and continue on, my daughters, on your journeys of life. I thank God for being a privileged and humble servant. I thank God because it's an honor and a privilege just to be alive. Just to be alive. As we read the bulletins and as we go visit friends and family, we see that it is a blessing to be alive. And so our days are extended by the Creator. And it's important to know that in those days we have purpose. And we have a purpose to allow our light to shine so those who are in darkness can get some hope and that they see that there is a better way. If you have your Bibles with you, Deuteronomy. And if you are able to stand, can you stand for the hearing and the reading of God's holy word? It is good to study from the NIV. I study from NIV. But I like to read from King James. He makes it, the way he articulates some of his words sound like raw. In the King James Version of the book of Deuteronomy, 33rd chapter, 24th verse reads this way. And of Asher he said, let Asher be blessed with children. Let him be acceptable to his brethren, and let him dip his foot in oil. I'm going to add another one. The 25th verse said, the shoes shall be iron and brass, and as thy days, so shall thy strength be. You may be seated in the very presence of the Lord as we meditate on this text. From dysfunction to favor. From dysfunction to favor. As we sit and live and walk and breathe and enter into the day of Lent, are instructed to give up something, instructed to discipline ourselves, instructed to sacrifice some things as Christ did. But what is not instructed is that to sacrifice our lives for this Lent. But Jesus said that we have to be a living sacrifice for those who don't have a voice, for those who are in need, and for those who don't know Christ, and for those who don't understand why they're here. But Moses, on his last of the 5th sermons that he was teaching and preaching, and he talks to Asher and tell Asher that you are blessed. That not only you are blessed, your children will be blessed. And then unless you read the story, you will understand why he would say that allow that your brothers will accept you. Now, why would your brother need to accept you? Because Asher came from a dysfunctional background. He came from what is called a dysfunctional family. He came from a dysfunctional setup because his family member was actually involved in incest. He came up out of that. And some of us, this message is to those who have came up through humble beginnings. Those who came up through non-traditional household, and those who came up in dysfunctional families that the world, society, as well as the church are always pointing their fingers at you. And so this message is to allow you to know and to understand that you are not alone. And nor do you have to hold your head down, because what man has identified and diagnosed as dysfunction, God has purposed. So, for nothing happens in God's world by mistake. And so if they call you the bastard child, if they call you the unwed mothers, and they call you all these things, those are the people who need to be comforted. Dysfunction to faith. Because even in the dysfunction, even in all of these trials and these struggles, we'll find that there is some dysfunctional things that's going on by the very ones who's diagnosing folks as dysfunction. I got to admit, this is I come up in a hip-hop culture, and a lot of the hip-hop was just a part of who we came up. There are those who came up in the rock and roll era. There are those who came up in whatever era that oldie but good is. I came up in the hip-hop culture. And I got to admit that this brother here that put this lyric down, I didn't really know him, but his lyric reached out to me and made me do some research and find out what was going on. Here is his lyrics. He said, young brother trapped and he can't change it. Knowing your genius, but he can't claim it because he has no platform for him to gain it. Now this brother said that young brother trapped and he can't change it. Knowing his genius, but he can't claim it because there is no platform for him to gain it. Now these are the lyrics from the brother Nipsey Hussle. And I didn't know nothing about Nipsey Hussle until he passed. I heard some young guys singing some songs, and they had their earphones on, and they act like that they the only one can hear the lyrics that they say, but everybody in their mama can hear their lyrics because they got these earplugs plugged in, and they sing, young brother trapped, and you cannot change it. But we look at the life of some of our brothers and sisters that are here on today that feel that same way, that they are trapped in a societal prison, and they can't change it. Knowing that they have gifts and talents, but they don't have a platform. Somebody got to make this ultimate sacrifice. This is not just about giving up sugar for Lent. This is just not about giving up beef for Lent. This is just not talking about giving up wine and alcohol for Lent. This is just not talking about sex for Lent. This is talking about sacrificing your life like Christ for those who are trapped and can't change. And see, when we look at this life, when we look at the situation, we have to go back in time. We go back into slavery. And this is why we all need to pay attention of our role in slavery. Slavery didn't end in the 400 years where black folks just got to decide, you know what, I'm tired of slavery, I'm gone. to be enough white folks to say that, you know what, this is wrong.
Amen.
Trapped. And I can't change it.
Where all of them?
Some of our white brothers and sisters have to stood up and say, you know what, this is wrong. I know I might be benefited, but this is wrong. I know go against the status quo, but this is wrong. Something got to change because somebody is trapped in a condition. And if I got the power, I have the privilege, I need to stand up for somebody that is not able to stand up.
Amen.
I don't know. What do you think Jesus was here for? Trapped. And he can't change it, knowing that he's a genius, but he can't claim it because there's no platform for him to gain it. Brothers and sisters, God has blessed us. God has privileged us. And God has gave us an opportunity to stand in the gap for somebody that is not able to stand in the gap for themselves. He gave us this opportunity to speak up for the weak. The reason why he made us strong is because we have to speak for the weak and not just for ourselves, but for those who don't have a voice. And when we're speaking for those who don't have a voice, we have to go against the status quo because the status quo causes people harm. We got to look at our responsibilities, and we got to look at our life purpose. We got to look at why we were chosen by God to carry out this mission. Our life is not just about us, that we can be happy, joyous, and free and go about our business. God blessed us so we can be a blessing to somebody else. Why do you think he gave us so much? He gave us so much because there are those who came and was born into humbling beginnings. And we have to be the Moses that was promised the promised land, but never made it. But he didn't throw in the towel because he didn't make it. He knew that there were those that was coming behind him that needed to eat of the promised land. And so he gave his instructions. And he said, Ursha, you are blessed. Your children are going to be blessed. I'm going to give you the promises. And not only did he promise that he was going to do it, he fulfilled that promise. America wrote a promise for liberty, justice, and equality for all men. And Dr. King said the funds was insufficient when they went to try to cash the check. And that's why I thank God for Jesus. Because when we look at the story of Urchin, I want you guys to go back when you get a chance to read the whole story so you can see how he came into this world. He came into this world for his father was Jacob. And now when you even define Jacob, because back then they just didn't name people names because it sounded good. They named people names because they had purpose. And so Jacob was named Jacob because Jacob was a trickster. Yeah, he was a con man. He was a shyster. And God, after God got finished with Jacob, he said, you know what? We no longer going to hold you accountable for your name. We're going to change your name from Jacob to Israel. We can move further on this journey being a trickster. And that's why God comes into our lives when we, at the darkest parts of our lives, and we think that we are deemed to live a certain way, and then God comes into our life because the Bible tells us that once you become into Christ, you are a new creature, and old things has passed away, and behold, all things are made new. So don't use no excuse that you are not qualified to be the light. For you are the light. The light is in you. I was sitting back thinking, I'm concentrating, I always go into the spirit when I get ready to minister. My fingers are getting sore. Do what you do, I can't do what you do, so I'm just going to be willing to do what you do. And then Mike got to sing the song. And it reminds me of the song. If you're happy, you know, clap your hands. If you're happy, you know, clap your hands. If you're happy, you know, within your face is really so. But if you're happy, you know, clap your hands. I said, come here. Got grown men acting like kids. Mother Curl didn't turn around. Everything I was thinking about changed. Thanks, Mike. You're all right. You're all right. This is a beautiful opportunity, guys, to do what God has called us to do. We don't have to think so hard. We don't have to take life so serious. Why do we take life so serious and stress out so much when God has already said you are victorious? You go. And our Father wants to know. You're going to know. I need to know. I need to analyze. I need to know the outcome. I need to know the end. I need to get this analytical what's going on, who's going on, who's doing what. I need to know because I got to take control of this situation. I got to do everything. I got to do. I'm a man. And I'm the boss. And I got these titles. And I got to do what this is. It's like a mistake. I was actually talking about me. We need to know. God is God. And look, he confirmed my sermon already. He said, trust in the Lord with all of your heart. And lean not until your man, I'm understanding on left field. Quick! Let me stop my out. That's what you stop my. Some say, get out there and something happened. I said, okay, I'm going to get out. And something happened. And something happened. It dropped 1,000 points. I said, Jesus Christ. I'm like, man, my understanding was crazy because oh my God. You know. And people are panicking, and people are panicking. And children of God, we need not panic about a pandemic or epidemic or plagues have been on this world forever. But Jesus said that I will send you that you will go out and nothing by any means shall harm you. You will be able to drink poison. It will not mess with you. Why? Because you are covered in the blood. But the world is panicking, man. They panicking. They panicking. People are washing their hands after they actually go to the bathroom now, man. All the people in the rest, they gone in and running on out the door. Now they actually washing their hands. God has a plan already designed for our lives. All we have to do is cooperate. That's all we have to do is cooperate. We want to know the ins and outs. We don't want to know the outcome. If you ever want to see how much humor God has, try to plan the outcome of whatever it is that you're doing. Wyman, men program. Try to plan the outcome. Let's see, just do that. I'll do that. She came through and just bust things out. I'm like, look here, I'm the best of the best. And what? Hey. But if you come back, you can actually call him on the church. Genesis 49:20 said, out of earth shall his bread shall be fat. Prosperity. He shall yield raw deities. Earth's food would be rich. He would provide delicacies fit for Now here's Ursha. Ursha came up through some humble beginnings. Here is Ursha. Ursha, what he does is that he was born from the maid of Leah. Look, Jacob was not coming at Leah. Jacob came to his uncle and said, hey, listen, I like Rachel. I want to marry Rachel. What do I need to do to marry Rachel? Well, give me 7 years of work and you're going to marry Rachel. And he, 7 years of work, I'd be like, well, look, I think I would just continue on my journey. But the love that he had for Rachel, he worked the 7 years, and in the day of the celebration, when they was going to get married and they was going to go, apparently they had a party, and I don't know what they put in this drink. I don't know what kind of CBD, what kind of weed or whatever, but he went to sleep thinking it was Rachel. When he woke up and found out he was Leah, he was lit. He must have been drunk. He was like, Jesus Christ. I've known people to wake up with other people like, how did I get in this situation? He must have had a blackout. And was determined. After that, I said, you deceived me, you tricked me, you manipulated me. He said, no. See, this is why you got to do your research, and this is why you got to do your history. Because if you knew the custom, if you knew our culture, if you knew where we come from, we don't marry out the young first, we marry out the older. He said, so now he's married to Leah. Somebody he don't like. But the one that he didn't like is the one that produced, not him, her servant. Zilpah produced Gad and Ursha. And so Moses knew that these were some illegitimate stepkids. These were some people that was unwanted. These was not even a part of the plan. But God made a part of the plan. And so Moses had to say that your brothers be acceptable to you, because you know how sometimes them legitimate kids point things at them illegitimate kids because your daddy went and did something and now they're not even their brothers and sisters. You say, well, you just my baby daddy, brother. You know how to do it. Not you could say. We don't do that. So what it is that he came up with that. And so if you came up through a humbling beginnings, know that is not an ending, but it's a beginning. And know that it's not a damnation, but God has called you and God had planned for you. And not only did God call you and had planned for you, according to Jeremiah 29:11, that he had purpose for your life. So if you are born, you are a miracle, because if you're going through the scientific and the evaluation and calculation, you will find out that if you're born, if you made it, you 1 in a million in the door. Coming in. You competed with all of those different potential babies, and you stood out beyond all the million of them. You ran like you never ran before. You went to the right direction and you did all of this in the dark. Well, you're a bad mamma jamma if you really know who you are. And so when somebody else discredits you, let them know that God has already called you about this God. And now that we have come up out of this darkness. And let me understand, let me talk right here for a minute so we can break down this darkness. I got this time and I just want to talk about this. I think it's very important to understand darkness. God created us in the same concept, and he's created all the other things. He put us, he put the seed in the dirt, in the darkness. And it goes through a germination. And then once it goes through the germination, that seed that goes in there actually have to die for the new birth to live. And so when the seed went down through the germination, then it went through what is called a metamorphosis. And once this metamorphosis came, without even being aware, without having sight, without having direction, without having a GPS system, it found the light. And every seed that goes in the ground always will come up and find the light. You came into the womb and you went through your 9 months of metamorphosis and you came out and found the light. But just like any other child, some lights that's not of God can be so bright you close your eyes and scream in power. But those humbling beginnings is necessary because see, in the darkness is where you get your roots. In the darkness, when you claim your purpose. In the darkness, you'll find your calling. In the darkness, you will know what it feels like to hunger. In the darkness, you will know what it feels like to thirst. In the darkness, you will know what it feels like to be without. In the darkness, you will know what it feels like to be discriminated. In the darkness, you will know what it feels like to be segregated. In the darkness, you will know what it feels like to come up under these dysfunctional families. In the darkness. And from that darkness comes marvelous light. There are those who not only sacrifice food for their calling, there are those who not only sacrifice time, and there are those who sacrifice money. But if we're going to update for a minute, there are those who came through some humbling beginnings, and the Bible speaks about those who have been blessed and didn't carry on about that. There was 10 lepers. They come from humbling beginnings. They had to beg in order to eat. But when God came down, Jesus touched them and healed them and sent them through the proper chain of command to the priest and tell the priest that you need to do this. But Jesus had already healed them before they even went to the priest. And they went to the priest, and 9 out of the 10 went on about their way. But there was that one that came back, and Jesus said, did not I heal 10? He said, yes, you did. He said, well, what happened to the other 9? He said, listen, I cannot tell you about them. I can only speak for myself. So when you confront it with the question, did not I heal 10? And it's only 1. He said, look, Lord, I can only speak for myself. I can't tell you what Wolf did and did not do. I can't tell you what Lon did and did not do. I can't tell you what Mike Nim did and did not do. I can only speak for myself that when it was time for you to call my name, yes, I weaved, yes, I ducked, yes, I ran. But finally, once I came to my senses and didn't have no other option, I answered the call. And I sacrifice. You sacrifice when you're into doing the will of God. You can't act like other people act. Because now, how they going to differentiate you from the messenger? If you're in a pile of mess, somebody got to have a message. I can't deliver no mess when God gave me a message. And so we have to begin to live this life. And there were those who made sacrifice. Jesus Christ made the ultimate sacrifice. He was in paradise. He was chilling like a villain. He was just laid back. He was doing his thing. He was right next to the Father. But because he saw the cries of the people, while they was yet in his sin, he decided to come down from paradise to hell to save a wretch like me. That's an awesome sacrifice. I can drop the mic and leave right there on that. Yes, sir. But I was again, I come from that hip hop era, and I was where they always listen to the music, and they would listen to Drake, and they was like, started from the bottom down here. Started from the bottom, not my whole team here saying, started from the bottom here. And I being there not knowing what they said. But then when I really listened to Drake, Drake said, I came from humbling And he didn't say started from the bottom, now I'm here. He said started from the bottom, now we're here. That means that when we come out, we got to help somebody else. There are those who made sacrifices. Jim Brown made the sacrifice, and it cost him some money. Bill Russell made sacrifice. It cost him some money. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar made sacrifice. It cost him some money. Muhammad Ali made sacrifices, and it cost him some money, and he was ripped out of his prime for 5 years because he stood his ground. And there are those today that did not. There was a brother by the name of Hodges that played on the basketball team with Michael Jordan. And this was during the time when that brother was screaming out, "Can't we all just get along?" Rodney King. And Jordan said, "Man, you got to be crazy. You know how much these endorsements they're going to take from me if I stand up for Rodney King?" But then there were some brothers down there in Sacramento, California, when one of the owners had called one of the players, Magic, the N-word, and asked his wife, "Why is you hanging out with these? You can only hang out with certain. You over superseded the status quotas of hanging out with the N-word people." And he got out. And Sacramento said, "You know what? Unless something change, unless they get rid of him, we're going to take a stand and not play." Magic Johnson said, "Well, Sacramento, if y'all ain't going to play, we're going to make sure that our people don't play." And the Lakers in Sacramento had a game, and they just said, "No, we're not playing until y'all get this brother up out of here." And they got him out of there. See, when we take a stand, things can change. And so when we look at this place where you got brothers that have genius but don't have platform, we have to know that when we do have a platform, we have to speak out for those people. Yes. People talking about Michael Jordan the greatest and this, that, and the other. If you pay attention to what LeBron James is doing. When Trayvon Martin was killed, LeBron James and Dwayne Wade came out with a hoodie with Skittles in their pocket, practicing, making a stand while they was in their prime and could have been taking all of their money from them. But it wasn't about that with them. They had to do something. They came out when the brother was choked to death, and they had the shirt said, "I can't breathe." And they laid him on the ground. They did not come get him for 4 hours and a half. 4 hours and a half, he laid on the ground. But those brothers took a stand. And so when you take a stand, things change, things happen. And it might cost you something. It might cost you something. You're not just sacrificing no sugar, sacrificing no bread, sacrificing your wham-whams and zooms, your snacks, your goodies. We have to sacrifice. But when we sacrifice, God moves in your life. And just like Ursula, you are blessed even though you might came from a mess, but you can be blessed because God has called us. And LeBron James continued to do what he needed to do. Is this not one that came from humble beginnings? Did he not was born to a single a household woman who was a victim of the crack pandemic? Did they not deem us based on our zip codes to see how far in life you go? And right now today they have systems that will determine our life projection based on the zip codes that we live in. Yeah. Yeah. But we have to look at the Urshas. We got to look at the Jesus. We got to look at the LeBrons. And just have that self-determination that only God can put in you, and said that I am not going to be a product of my environment, nor will I be a victim of circumstance. And I don't care how much label that you give me. I got God in my life. And not only do I got God in my life, I got him in my heart. And I'm going to step out of the faith that God has given me, because God has promised us some things. And every now and again, child of God, we need to call God on his promises. When you're in the Lord, God, you promised me. I feel lonely. I feel by myself. God, you promised me. You told me that you would never leave me nor forsake me. Why am I standing here alone, God? Call him on it. Right. And as we close, we getting up out of here. We have to stand up God's word. We have to remember all of those people.
Why don't you come back?
We have to understand that there is favor in what the world calls dysfunction. Because his mother got better. And he was selected because he had something that no one else had. He bypassed college. Went to the pros, signed a $128 million contract. Went back to college. Paid his whole tuition and got one, and realized that I'm going to be the one out of the 10 that's going to go back and tell somebody it's a way out. Not just tell them. I'm going to open up a school called I Promise.
Yes.
I'm going to make sure that everything you need is going to be available. We're going to have a food pantry in the school. Clothing in the school. Whatever books you need, whatever technology you need, we will provide. We're going to remove every hindrance out of the way that our children that has been deemed dysfunctional to have an opportunity.
Yes.
White man was built on the same concept.
Yes.
BDF was built on the same concept.
Yes.
The boys club, the girls club. The boys club was built on the concept. Then there was one of them behind the girls say, what about me? Say, don't you see that this boys club? You know how they do. You know, them sisters, you know how they do. And they say, you know what? They ain't going nowhere. So now they got a boys and a girls club. They're like, all right then. And so they knew that there was a need for the cries of the people. And they did not walk away. And so from all of that dysfunction, God gives us faith. And from all that confusion, God gives us peace. So child of God, here, right here, in this place, you are a part of God's miracle. You are part of his master plan. He has called you to step up for somebody that not able to step up. He educated you so you can have the articulation to translate to those who are trying to hold him back and say, wait a minute. This brother, this sister is worthy.
Amen.
And so that's what we did. But we have a unique opportunity. We got brothers that has Asian brothers. We have sisters that have Caucasian brothers. We have brothers that have brothers. But in this place, we have a unique opportunity.
Yes.
There are a lot of people, a lot of churches. I've been there. When I was seeking for 8 years, I've been to a lot of churches in a lot of places. There is nothing as unique as this.
Amen. Amen.
You got a hand clap, praise. Come on, Melania, come and sing your song.
Thank you, Pastor Eric. Amen. Amen. What an awesome opportunity we have. God has been good to us, right? He has smiled on us, right? Man, let's take that smile out. Stand with us as we sing, God has smiled on me. He has set me free. If anyone likes some prayer, please come forward. Let's have the elders and pastors come forward and pray for anyone that would like prayer this time. With our last verse, Psalm 106, verses 4 and 5. Let's read this one together. Remember me, Lord, when you show favor to your people. Come to my aid when you save them, that I may enjoy the prosperity of your chosen ones, that I may share in the joy of your nation and join your inheritance in giving praise. Go forth this week and give praise and be light. Amen.